Hey girls, alright, so I want to tell you guys why you should never feel bad asking guys for money. Why are you handing out your time, your body, and your energy to these guys for free?
What up, gents? Welcome to the Sensational Gent. I am your host and retired chief, Sean C. And then you saw in the opening clip, this young lady is teaching women how to use men for money. Now listen, we're gonna look at a couple other clips too that I want you guys to take a look at. But before we get started, hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this and my travel adventures out of the country so that you don't miss any future videos here on TSG. Also, I want to let you know that we here at the Sensational Gent, because we are traveling, we use Surfshark. Because when traveling, you want to make sure that you have the max protection while you're away. Plus, it doesn't hurt for you to be able to watch your favorite shows. So if you click the link down in the description for Surfshark, then you use the code GENT, G-E-N-T, get 83% off your subscription, plus you'll get 3 months for free. I saw this video on another channel and I went and found a different video clip from this woman. She has a bunch of content where she is telling women how to extract the most resources from men. And so I want us to watch this clip and we're gonna talk about it on the other side. With that being said, let's get started.
Hey girls, alright, so I want to tell you guys why you should never feel bad asking guys for money. So do you guys leave open your purse and let people take out things, or like take out money, and do you hand out money? You don't, right? Because it's valuable. So why are you handing out your time, your body, and your energy to these guys for free, when that's the most valuable thing you have as a woman? When men meet you, they already have an agenda in their head on what they want out of the relationship and what they want out of you. And you need to be on the same, whether it's getting connections from them, whether it's them having you pay your phone bill, your house bill. Just make sure that you're always elevating and that the male can help you elevate as a woman. And after that, just remember, wet bodies do not go good with dry pockets.
Now, right off the bat from the beginning of this video, you can see her using the analogy of a woman's time and her body being like the valuables in her purse, that a woman wouldn't let anybody go in her purse. So why would they allow a man to use them for their body and not get some value from it? Now, I agree with part of this. And let me say that it's probably the only thing I agree with. I agree that women should have more value of their body and more self-respect of who they allow into their lives. But I would say the same thing if I was talking to a man, being careful who a man allows into his life, because that right there can make or break a man depending on the circumstances or the situation. Now, this woman says that men have an agenda, and this agenda is knowing exactly where they want to go with a woman when it comes to what they want out of her in a relationship, and so on and so forth. That's funny to me. That's real funny to me, because this is the exact advice that the women in my family gave me when I was a young man. And I wish I had listened a little bit better when they told me this. But what they told me was, women know exactly how far they're gonna go with you from the moment they meet you, or sometime in the beginning of them knowing you, knowing how far they see the thing going. With men, I disagree with her. Because men, most of the time, they'll see an attractive woman, this, that, and the third. If they're attracted to her, then I can automatically tell you that a man is gonna want some type of relations if it's gonna go forward, whether it be that night or sometime in the future. See, men are pretty simple with what we desire and what we want. Now, if we find value in that woman, then we may consider going further with that woman. We may consider being in a relationship with that woman. But the women that don't have value to us or isn't gonna make us better, then that's the ones that we don't end up being in relationships with. That's the ones that we're not going to give our full time to. But you better believe that if you were a woman listening to this and you don't know a man wants relations from you, or at some point is going to want relations, then you are naive and you haven't been taught correctly. Why is it more important a woman's time than a man's time? So she is saying that he's going to use you for your time and your body, this, that, and the third. Don't women use men for their time, for their resources, for what they have and what they can bring? I want y'all to think about this. If you go on a date with a woman, isn't that woman expecting for you to pay? A lot of women still expect men to pay. I'm not saying that all do. Some will go Dutch, some don't care. But a lot of modern women still expect men to pay for the date. So you go on that date and you have a good time, you thinking everything is going fine, and then you pay for the date, and then you go try to text that woman later. The woman that you've been texting for a few days, couple days, maybe a week, y'all trying to get to know each other. You go out on a date and you pay for it, and then she ghosts you. There are women out there that actually go on multiple dates with different men to be able to get multiple dinners and outings. So why shouldn't a man be cautious with his time with a woman? See what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Make it make sense. Why is there this double standard going on that a man's time is not as valuable as a woman's time? When did that start happening? This woman is telling women that their value is based on what they can get from a man before they give up their body, before they give up their time. So this woman right here, just like a bunch of modern women, are putting the value on their bodies and themselves. She said that's the most valuable thing a woman can bring to a man. And I disagree. Why isn't modern women talking about the value that they bring from up here? Why isn't the value that modern women bring to what's in here? Them being a smart, feminine, loving woman. See, you don't hear those words come out of modern women's mouth because all they think about is materialistic things. All they think about is what they can get from a man. Are you going to help her be on the come up? Are you going to help her look good on her Instagram? Are you going to help her look good amongst her friends? That is what they care about. That's why you have so many women out here looking for high value men. See, you could be a good man out there turning wrenches. You could be a good man out there digging ditches. You could be a good man out there building buildings. And you could be making okay money. But if you ain't making that high value money, if you can't give them connections, if you can't make them popular amongst their friends, then she don't want nothing to do with you. She don't really want your time. She is going to extract what she can. And this woman is teaching women that their value is based on what can they get out of a man. So how are men today supposed to respect any woman who puts their value on what they can get and not who they are?
Cheap women sleep with men for money. Classy women sleep with men for power and control. Yes, sex is power, so use it wisely.
I just showed y'all these clips to show you guys exactly the way these women think nowadays, the way the modern woman thinks. If you go to the club, don't be buying these women drinks because they will extract that from you, get a drink from you, and they'll dip off to the bathroom with their girls and try to lose you until they can find the next sucker, the next man that's gonna go ahead and buy them the next drink. They don't even worry about bringing too much money with them because they'd rather spend your money than to use theirs. If you've seen the clip with the two women, look at them. They already look like low-class women. If this is the type of women that you are attracted to, gents, then you have low value of yourself because these women right here already come showing you who they really are. And the worst is the one at the end where she's telling you don't sleep with a man for to sleep with him. Sleep with a man because you're gonna get power and influence out of him. This is one of the worst type of women, because they are very manipulative and cunning. They don't give a damn about you. They are trying to get whatever they can from you. And the worst part is, this is an older woman. This is who young ladies have to look up to nowadays. Women that are hitting the wall, that are just like this woman, telling them to sleep their way to the top instead of supporting and building up their king. That is why here on this channel, we talk about being on your purpose, being on your grind. Don't worry about these women. Build up your finances first. Build up the work ethic that is going to allow you to be the best version of yourself. And that way, you will see women like the ones that I just showed you in this clip coming a mile away. Some of you are going to be very successful. Some of you that are watching are going to be high value men. And just because you become a high value man and you can get the attention of women doesn't mean that you want the attention of all women. You want the attention from the right women. One that is going to show you that she is a team player and she is willing to be there to help you both grow so that your family together can be prosperous and successful. And if you like this video, click on this next video. I promise you it's gonna have great content that you're gonna love.